Most welcome to my channel. Here for the month of October, I have an additional message beyond moving into actually the new pathway, the golden pathway that opens on October 6th. So from the next 2 weeks, from October 6th and until October 20, are very, very important to uplift yourself into new businesses, into new alignments, and opening your path into the change. So these 2 weeks is all about transforming the self, moving self really into the etherical embodiment, and seeing how you can change your job, how you can change actually every single connection you may have in relationships, how you can change jobs, what needs to be changed in businesses rolling already, how to move out of third-party configurations as we're moving out of the old. With it comes the natural elixir of removing any negativity, density, abuse, manipulation in business, which is running rampant on the airplane. And so with a big change in the cosmos, which we term the axis shift, that is going to move to everybody, and meaning a lot more truths will pop off, and a lot more people will show resistance to their own truth. A lot more people will start taking responsibility. And so there is a demarcation line, yes, between purity and density, and that is as simple as it can get. And so doing the work, moving into light body, becoming an eternal, immortal healer is so many stages beyond anything that is what people know as Reiki something. I mean, because eternal healing gives you the option to uplift your skills on a daily basis, and it removes, any emotions, atrocities, mentality, changes them overnight, actually, with just hands out, hands on, and hands out light available techniques, and they are so special to everybody, as we want to move in the activation of light languages, the activation of new geometrical patterns. Because if you look at the universe and the cosmos, everything is simply the creation of light ley lines, light axis position that move into the meridian system through which every planet is constructed, including our own construction that comes on to meridians, ley lines, constructing grids, and having wheels of light through the axis position that moves us back. So that may seem a lot of technical equipment, but that is how we are made up. And that can be very, very easy, especially if we understand that we can change our mathematics and the way we look. So that is a new age, that is a new spiritual environment, and that is moving us in a stronger self-empowerment configuration with the divine, with the Elohim, with natural sources and forces of divine origin, and not the broken range of fallen angels, and they are massive as well. And so let's see what we have here. If you want to resurrect and self-empowerment and almost change everything in your life, this is really the time period to do it. Moving into from the 6th until the 7th dimension, through the grids, and that is your spiritual body. If you want, I have here a 5-day complete overhaul into the spiritual body, and moving from there on in to the refinement of your body into light body points, light waves, and after that there is a doubling up, a triplication of your light termed biolocation and further on. And that is when everything is refined in your life and there's nothing of the old anymore to be seen. So yeah, let's pull some cards from my I Am faculty. That is wise mentor cards actually, that assist you to move into modern day ascension. I have this on my website for sale with the cards that I made from my art. And so there's a link in the description box as well. So we are all really nudged to finally release emotions. I mean, if there's anything in the way of moving forward, that's your emotional body. And releasing that emotional body and moving into the higher mentality of self-empowerment, the higher senses, the light languages, that is essentially what is going to bring the highest shift for you. So the first card is, yeah, of course, I am the Phoenix Rising, the Ascent White. That is what I've been talking about. This is a very strong painting. You see the silver way, the silver lift with the white, it's a white male-female configuration here in the red way. So the Aries full moon on the 20th truly represents this red way with silver success ray, and moving into the lavender planes, the 7-dimension lavender planes. So this card truly has it all. It is the number 15, 1 plus 5, making up 6. So that is the eternal spiral, 6 and 9s, right? So let's see what the book says. And that is a very important card. So that is connected to the earth, light earth, and the element earth actually, because every card of my 55 cards is connected to one of the 5 elements. So rising from the old earth into true light earth, we must have support anything termed ego and keep our energy fields crystal clear, right? From any of the old invasions such as hybrids and the consciousness of low elemental nodes. So the lavender fields, if you move that in your meditational practice, that offers the capacity actually to keep you free from any negativity. And the wonder actually of these lavender spaces is that it offers very, very quick transformation, so that may be assisted also by the Brazilian amethyst, are very good to do so, and new initiations into the ultimate goal, so the resurrection into freedom along let's say celestial technology that gives you protection. Because if you descended onto the earth, we are moving with the technology of the celestial self, which is brand new, and that offers us the opportunity to merge with the celestial self um, of our individuality. So celestial self in the lavender fields, and you got the magic running, right? So the white grids represent highest healing factors one can download along the Great White Way. And so that red way is a very high state of consciousness that manifests on the spot, especially in the lavender fields, because manifestation needs a crystal clear space on the ground. So be aware of that for the full moon around the 20th of October. Because if you did your work during the past 3 weeks in the Mercury retrograde and you eliminated everything old, you moved in the house of Shambhala with your light and doing anything you can to resurrect self and self-empowerment into the yellow sunrise of Shambhala, then you should have easy, really easy manifestation. So let's have another card, right? I just pull one, you know, take it the other way. Oh boy, I'm one with the heart of Shambhala. As I said, I just love that one. The pulse. You see the pulsation? So here the green represents the bridge of light, the bridge of knowledge, the emerald light cities. Here the blue represents your peace factor and harmony, and the pure bright white yellow lights entering Shambhala. So that is what it comes to. Number 55, of course, 5 equals 10 equals completion. So I love that artwork. That is one of my favorites. And let's see what it says. So here, also connected. So it's all connected to the earth. So the heart has hardly been talked about because it's a less understood composition in our organism. Actually, we think we can love. We think that, and yet there's so much duality in love. There's nothing but duality, actually. And it's so egotistical. So the term love has been killed for many, many ages. No wonder people do not understand or are not able to naturally digest love. It actually would bring them to their knees in tears. So even those who think they know, they are loving and kind. It has actually nothing to do with the heart, because in every relationships we see the dual measures actually. And I must say, when I align to my source, the source is my individual space all the way into the cosmos, then tears flow, because this pure divine love flowing in right into my heart, and that my heart starts shivering like that, and I feel the vibration. It took me years of work to get there, but imagine that vibration when you feel the love of somebody. Here I'm talking about the love of my direct source and many other divine beings. But if we don't feel that with somebody else, that just, you know, an energy field, being with someone that has such a high level vibration, brings the love out of you, that particular person brings you into tears. I don't see that on the airplane. There's exceptions all of the time, right? But in general, there's a long way to go. That's how I see it, how I feel it, how I experience it, and of course that may be completely different for you. So, and a last card, so you know, the ascension, the red way, silver into the lavender space should be your meditation, should you want to manifest on the spot. Moving into the heart with the light of Shambhala. I have another 5-day 5 MP3s actually, to uplift your breathing system there, because if your breathing stays in the 4th or 5th dimension, there is no entering Shambhala, right? And so we have, yeah, I am the black craft of magic, the messenger. That is one hell of a card. That's an artwork I made. It's actually a bird here that rises very quickly. So that is number 14. 5 makes up a pentagram, and it's a very important card. I am the black craft of magic. So getting into magic means you work your way up into getting magic on the airplane, right? We cannot just have magic without putting our efforts into it. So that is all connected to the element fire. That is very, very potent. So when anything black hits, everything becomes silent. I am talking about the black empowerment. The magical black phoenix rising with the orange highest senses has proved dignity, royalty, and honor to the highest level of light, which is the burgundy ray. So there's no such high-level intelligence as with the black Phoenician code that has traveled all universes. So black recreates out of nothing. Being inspirited through black magic is something to really ponder upon, for it can expose many forgotten puzzle pieces to which you can show up with a new navigation into the ancient scribes with the self. So you see, it's all about recreating the self, creating a new embodiment, creating the health, eliminating everything you ever have learned on the airplane, and remembering your place, your space in Shambhala, and grounding that space when the elimination has been done. So that is for October, that you really can bring the magic to. So meditating with the black way and opening these spaces into multiple individual spaces for creation, communication, and especially light language activations is what you could do in the month of October, and just promote endless ways of transforming self, opening your wings into the immortal realms and diving deep into the science of spirit and or the triangular bonds. So duality is connected to the digits 1010 10, right? We are moving into the triangular configurations 012 012. That's what I have for you. Okay, enjoy, and see you next week. Make sure you meditate. Everything else is in the description box. Thank you so much for being with me.